Okay, welcome back to part 3. Gonna play this and see if it works. At the moment you can see I've got the Gold of the Amazon Women tape playing. Get this one out. Yeah, I had a bit of trouble getting this one apart. This tape had an extra screw. It had one here and one here. Well, it took me a good while to get into it, but it was successful. Hopefully this Vamp tape is successful too. It's a nice cover, but it would be nice to be able to play the film too. And as you saw in part 2, it just had a mind of its own and crinkled up. So I've got it past the crinkled bit. I've straightened it out. Hopefully, there seems to still be a bit of mould on the tape, like little particles. I think this machine's pretty clean. So let's see where we're at. Okay, it's playing okay by the looks of it. We're on the trailers.
We need you. This is a flashpoint situation. But the people he's after,
I've been waiting to kill him for a long time,
are only half as dangerous as the ones who hired him. Randall really doesn't have much use for you, does he?
Would you do what we're doing to a cop?
You think I knew they were using you as bait?
What the hell is going on?
I just gotta disappear.
you're losing your bait.
You're better off with us than without us, Randall. Don't bet on it.
Wrecker Hour. Wanted, dead or alive.
Now that could be dirt on the tape.
In the 1970s, there was Clockwork Orange. Then in the 1980s came Mad Max and the Road Warrior. Now comes a startling new vision that takes you into the apocalypse and beyond.
I think that.
Back to the old drive-in you used to know.
Yeah, Matthew Binney showed
Only
this
now,
one.
When the show is over, there is no way out. Dead end drive-in.
Not getting through to you, am I, son? No cabs, no buses, no transport. So, you're here. The government decides what to do with you. Government. This is your home.
You can't tell me they don't want to get out.
Yeah, but they know they can't, son. There's no future.
Come with me.
God, Jimmy, can't you see? This is all we've got.
It's like a young Daniel Craig.
And don't you try and stop me again.
Get out of the way! Hey! Welcome to your future, like it or not. Dead End Drive-In.
So yeah, I think there is still some dirt or mould on the tape. So I might have to do a few more passes. What's this?
$. Harvard Law School. This is a big day for all of us. That's why I've decided to let you pay your own way.
Estimated annual living expenses,
You ever applied for a loan before?
$7,500.
Mr. Watson, you don't pay your bills. Get out.
Total for 3 years of law school.
Wait a second, look at this. Full tuition for the most qualified applicant, most qualified black applicant.
Oh, yeah, I've seen this.
$53,979. Don't you think you're overreacting? No.
Congratulations, Mr. Watson.
Thank you, sir. I'll do my best. Some people will do anything to get into Harvard.
It's gonna be great. These are the 80s, man. It's the Cosby decade.
For Mark Watson, all it took was a little soul.
I'd like you to meet my good friend, Kareem Abdul-Ali.
We got Washington here on the coin toss, so he'll take Leon.
That's Watson.
Right. Sorry, Marcus.
Yeah, there may be a problem here. We'll make was
What?
a black Negro.
A black Negro?
You know, there's something really strange about it, but I don't know what it is.
Oh, God, is she beautiful? You gotta believe me.
You must have learned a great deal more than you've fallen for.
Tell her I'm white. Don't tell her you're white.
What's going on?
Can we blame him for the color of his skin? Mom, Dad, I'm black.
What? No, you're crazy.
Mark Watson.
Come on now!
From the producer of Risky Business, Soul Man. He didn't give up. He got down.
Right on. Do you really hate the Beach Boys now?
Remember the 60s? It wasn't so sweet. In Chicago, the cops' law was kill or be killed.
Take him out and shoot him.
Torello's law.
Who the hell are you? Listen to me, you big dummy. I'm a cop. Get out of here. Get out of here! Who killed Kennedy? Who killed him? I don't know! Punk! If you hurt anybody else when this is over, you're gonna find what you love the most, and I'm gonna kill you. Your mother, your father, your dog. Don't matter what it is. It's dead.
This is his story. Torello's law.
When I take you down, I'm gonna take you down right. I'm gonna take you down all the way.
Torello's story. Crime story. The style of the 60s. The power of the 80s.
That's good.
Across the globe, our embassies are protected by the Marines. But to defend against a radical new kind of war, we'll need a radical new kind of warrior. Fred Dreyer is Marine Corps Gunnery Sergeant Jack Burns.
A man develops instincts in combat. He'll just have to curb those instincts.
Sent to a land of political chaos.
Tell your terrorist friends this. Don't get us mad.
A land where the orders are to avoid combat.
We'll do this one by the book, Sergeant.
They attacked his embassy. Kidnapped his superior. Assassinated his men.
This isn't your war.
It is now.
Jack Burns will teach the enemy the proper use of diplomacy. The importance of restraint. And the power of negotiation. Fred Dreyer takes foreign policy over the edge. In death before dishonor. This woman comes up behind me and she says, "You must have a station wagon." And I said, "No, I've got a pickup. You need a ride?"
Sometimes you need more than you're offered.
What's the matter with you? Can't you even sleep like a normal person?
Chanson d'amour.
Sometimes you could do with less.
I feel you feeling angry.
Relationships are hard to make.
I need something more.
finding something real.
Do I remind you of your wife?
Not yet. Complain about something.
That can easily be broken.
I realized what it meant. Leaving me. She made her point too strongly, but she better burn the house down. Praise the Lord!
Is it love?
There was a woman who used to like to taste my food in restaurants.
Or is it sex?
Anything, doctor.
The Men's Club. 7 men who seek the truth, who want to learn the secret of life.
And we've got great food, we've got drink, and we've got talk. Relax, entertainment.
And of love.
Oh, mercy. I mean,
But are you trying to tell us that we don't love our own wives?
Yeah, so that's what you're trying to say. You're right.
are you married?
Oh.
You mind if I do some?
They want to learn.
Tighter.
Really, that goddamn machine.
And the only way to learn is from experience. The Men's Club. Only the broad-minded need apply.
Woo, 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 woo. The film is about to start. I'm not going to watch the whole film. I'll just show the start, intro, whatever.
Welcome to your worst nightmare. You are about to make the ultimate sacrifice, the supreme test of immortality. A rope. Now!
The supreme sacrifice will take place.
Stop.
And time out.
I'd rather hang than listen to this again. I mean, this isn't a frat house. It's a halfway house for morons. The spooky costumes and the phony hangings. Guys, give me a break.
Silence, pledge. The Dipsify initiation has just begun.
Oh, I get it. You're trying to bore us to death. They're trying to bore us to death.
Oh, yeah.
It's working. I asked you guys to be careful with my clothes. Now, who wrinkled my shirt?
We've misjudged you two.
Alright, that'll be
Fine material.
enough for now. I'm going to run the tape to the end and then rewind it back to 0 and see if it plays any better. Probably won't. It probably just needs a few more passes cleaning. The problem with fast forwarding and rewinding the tape with mould on it, you risk spreading it onto your machine, onto the heads, which I'm going to clean in a minute and see if it plays any better. Let's do that while get some paper and show you how to clean the heads. So other people have shown this before, but it's an easy thing. You don't need the machine on. You don't need it. You don't need to risk getting electric shocked or anything like that. Just going to get a bit of paper, dip it in alcohol, and then hold it against the drum here. Obviously, where there's no tape in there, and just turn it round. You'll see what comes off the drum. So we're at the end of the tape. Let's run it all the way, and it should automatically rewind. Try and rewind it back to 0, so it doesn't hit the crinkled part of the tape. I've had quite a few tapes that sometimes it just needs fast forwarding and rewinding to sort out any trouble where the tape's bunched up or not spooled onto the reel properly. So I'll just play the trailer again when we get back to 0 and see if there's any improvement. If not, I'll clean the head and see if there's any improvement after that. Right, we're on 48, 47, 46, 45. Let's keep an eye on this. 38, 37, 36. Try and get it back down to near 0. 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, zip. Well, that'll do.
In the 1970s, there was Clockwork Orange. Then in the 1980s came Mad Max.
Yeah, the tape still looks rough. So what I'll do is I'll eject it here. And turn the tape off just to be double sure. So I've just got this bit of paper. I'm just going to dip it into the alcohol, soak it, bring it out a bit, and then just, it's not easy to show on camera, but I'm just going to hold it against this drum. Try and hold it flat. There you can see that. Just holding it against it, upright, and then just on the very top, just spin it round. Like, what you don't want to do is move the paper up and down. You just want to keep it in the same position and let the drum do a few rotations. And we'll see what's on the drum. It might be clean because I've recently cleaned this, but you don't know what's come off the other tapes that I've had in here. So let's have a look. So as you can see, that there is what's just probably come off this tape, or a few of them. Again, I'm just going to, while this is still wet, I'm just going to put it back and clean it again. See if anything comes off. Now I'll put the Vamp tape back in, give it another quick play, see if it makes any difference. So yeah, there is quite a bit coming off there. So maybe maybe I should let that dry. I'm impatient. Tape doesn't want to go back in. That's not a good sign. What's happening here? As you can see on the tape, it is a bit crinkled on the edge, so that could be why it's playing funny. Oh, the machine is not on, that's why it's not going back in. Right, let's plug it in. Let's press play and see if it plays okay.
With a new vision that takes you into the apocalypse and beyond. Back to the old drive-in you used to know and love. Only now, when the show is over, there is no way out. Dead end drive-in.
Not getting through to you, am I, son? No cabs, no buses, no transport. So, you're here. The government decides what to do with you. Government. This is your home. You can't tell me that.
So it is playing a bit better, I think, but I might be wrong.
$493.
Harvard Law School. This is a big day for all of us. That's why I've decided to let you pay your own way.
Estimated annual living expenses. You ever applied for a loan before? $7,500. Mr. Watson.
So yeah, I think what I need to do is clean the tape a few more times, and then clean the drum a few more times, and it's just getting rid of any residue that's left.
You guys to be careful with my clothes. Now, who wrinkled my shirt?
We've misjudged you two. You're obviously not the supply material.
No, you know, I think it's...
Anyway, it's good enough for me. I hope it's good enough for you, and I hope you've learned something, or been entertained at least. So as you can see, there's quite a bit of muck that's come off the drum. So at the very least, you might have learnt a little bit here. How to clean your drum, like those video head cleaners. Oh shit, nearly went too far back on the tape.
Mickey, that sounds terrible.
We need you. This is a flashpoint situation.
But the people he's after
I've been waiting to kill him for a long time.
are only half as dangerous as the ones who hired him.
Randall really doesn't have much use for you, does he?
Would you do what we're doing to a cop?
You think I knew they were using you as bait?
What the hell was going on?
I just gotta disappear.
DVDs, once they get scratched, they can be cleaned and they can be buffed, but yeah, DVDs and CDs sometimes have a very limited lifespan. Tapes seem to go on and on and on forever. So yeah, I hope you've learned something, and yeah, this is a long video. Yeah, it's cool to see how these things work. Like when you do run these mouldy tapes through, you'll get lots of white powder, which you can either hoover up or use a cotton bud Q-tip with alcohol and clean it up. So use the paper on the drum. That is one way of doing it, but I don't like using the machines to clean and play at the same time. So I've got another video that I use for that, for the cleaning solely, because the heads on it are a bit damaged. Yeah, so I think that's been quite successful. The tape, as you can see, looks quite clean. There's still some particles in there which I'm going to go in and try and clean up, some maybe cotton fibres as well. They'll also get into your heads and muck up playback and can damage the heads. So yeah, this could do with a few more passes through my other VCR with the alcohol. So yeah, I'll let you know in the future how it goes. I've got a few others to clean up. I got this Michael Jackson Thriller. I've got this Beatles Yellow Submarine. Let me show you quickly. There's not a lot to show really on that one. This one's got a bit more mould. You see maybe a little bit there. Just there really. Some slight mould starting. So yeah, I'll let you know how they go, and I'll be back with more videos. Thanks for watching.